children stolen by CPS. She fights day in and out for them. No CPS, free her husband. It's her birthday. It's her birthday. Bring back Brenda. She is fighting for justice for her family. Her husband wrongfully prisoned. Her children stolen by CPS. She fights day in and out for them. No CPS, free her husband. It's her birthday. It's her birthday. And it's fun, Rusties. Bring back Brenda. She is fighting for justice for her family. Her husband wrongfully prisoned. Her children stolen by CPS. She fights day in and out for them. No CPS, free her husband. It's her birthday. It's her birthday. Bring back Brenda. She is fighting for justice for her family. Her husband wrongfully prisoned. Her children stolen by CPS. She fights day in and out for them. No CPS, free her husband. It's her birthday. It's her birthday.
Brenda used to walk these streets with pride. Her husband Chris, a patriot by her side. But the weight of the world came crashing down when the government tried to take the ground. They stole Chris away, said he was a threat, left Brenda alone with words of regret. CPS came knocking, took her children too, but Brenda stood tall like the sky so blue. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest night, she'll pull through. Every day she fights for what's been lost, pays the price, bears the cost. Whispers of hope through a podcast wave, telling her story, she'll be brave. Her struggle, her passion, her undying flame. She dreams of a day she'll hold them tight. Chris and the kids in the morning light. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through.
Hey, what's happening? Oh, look at all everybody here. Oh my goodness, are we rolling? Wow, look at all this. Look at all this stuff here. I'm not coming up. Oh, here I am. Okay, they fooled me. I was talking about all the comments here. I didn't know if you could hear me and not see me. Hello, Chris Brayton. I just popped that invite over. John, if I had your info, I would pop you an invite every time. I try to get is half my head off. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Fact over lies. Yeah, it's true. It's the big 6-0 today. What's going on? KHOU 11. FBI makes significant national security announcement. 7 hours ago. Hey, Debbie. Oh, yeah. And that's somebody I didn't. I'm glad you're paying attention, Debbie, because I couldn't find you on the messenger that quick enough. In fact, fact over lies. We got Florida's mom. Tell your daughter good luck, and she has our support, Debbie. Debbie, I don't even know what's going on. Good luck, my daughter. Is court. Okay, you're the one that was talking about the court. Okay, I seen that message earlier. Let me go back. Florida mom also has got something going on. Hey guys, wish me luck. I go to court tomorrow. And Michael Rennan Butler says, thank you all for the birthday wishes. Hell yeah. He spoke to me on his birthday. Oh, don't make me cry now. He hopes to join me in court as soon as possible. Yeah, let the kids, or young adults, can they go to court and can they have a say in this matter? Because it's disgusting how my children were getting all excited to go to court and let that judge know that they wanted to go home. And they had one excuse after the other why those kids weren't at court. And my daughter, she told me exactly what she was going to say. But then they want to do the opposite, and they want to say, they're whispering things in the kid's ear and about going home. And no, they're the ones that said we were on our way to reunifications, and they don't want us to relay this to the kids. I mean, why not? Because they know it's a bunch of crap, right? In hopes to become home soon. Right. That's great. Wonderful news. I mean, it looks like he's a handsome young man. I've seen that in pictures. I mean, you've got some good looking kids there, Florida mom. Good luck to all the parents out there and fight as hard as you can. And we get, if we slack off, it just seems like, there's always going to be distractions, guys, but we just gotta, keep focused, keep healthy in body and mind. That's why I encourage you to eat right. You don't want anything going wacky because you're eating the wrong things. And, it's just, depression is rough. Take it from one who knows that probably can lose about 25 pounds right here. Me, I was looking, oh my gosh, I should show you this picture of me after, this is, mind you, after I had my babies. When I was, let me see, by the time I had Julia, I was probably about 20 years old in this picture. Let me see if I can find it. So where's everybody at? I missed you last week. I didn't know what was going on. Everything was in a mess. I have no idea. I was ready to do a couple shows there, and then did anybody tune in when last week when Danielle was speaking with Sylvia Beachy? That was exciting. That was a really good show, and that commercial that they did a couple years ago with her son and all. I mean, I think that's a whole interesting story how they say the reality of how these kids are being moved to a different state because why? They're going to make more money. And what they have delays and they're going to throw them in a Devereaux way over a few states over, or even if you're in the same state, they'll throw them way away from your whole entire family, your siblings. I mean, that's what they did with Sage. I mean, that's a long drive. Believe me, I know that's a long drive because that's about a part I have to go to see Chris when he's sitting there in prison now. Almost that far, and that was like 7.5 hours. I can tell you, I believe it was about 7 hours. So this lady is going to go all the way from Trenton or whatever. So she's going to do this trip there. She's going to do it back. And then she's going to do it again after the visit. Do you think this lady is going to be pretty darn tired? And do you think that would be safe for my daughter to be riding around in a car where somebody hasn't gotten any sleep and has been driving all damn day? I mean, that is just beyond me that they would move my daughter that far away. Beyond me. Anyways, that's why they can get away with whatever. No, there's going to be no checks and balances when it comes to what's going on with these kids in these foster houses, these what do you ever call them? These institutions. I mean, these prisons. You might as well say. I mean, as everybody I've heard that have explained these places that were there as children, they say it is in fact worse than a prison. You know why I think it's worse than a prison? Because you don't have any communication with your family. And that's what I'm wondering is, so what's the problem now is my kids are young adults. So that's why we're looking into a couple of things. Let's see if my kid's older sibling that was approved and certified to adopt them back in when did he get the approval? I think it was the end of 2019. Yeah. So he was approved, but when I tried to take my daughter to him because she was being abused in this foster placement and asked me to take her home, and I already knew that, so I didn't think I was going to get in all this trouble for trying to get my daughter out of an abusive situation because we had looked into the fact that, so my kids are taken in 2016. By 2019, our rights, of course, were terminated in January of 2018. But my question is why do they want to keep throwing this whole mess up in any case that they, what do you say? They fabricate these things that do not exist, like threats and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Does that threaten you that we open our mouths and speak? Because it seems to have been a problem as I can think back all the way to you want to be the truth about it. It would reverse back all the way to when I lived in Minnesota, and that was in the 1990s. Yeah. I know that somebody dusted our home for fingerprints. I had a friend that gave me the heads up that something was up. And I tell you, we bailed out of there. I mean, they came in with, and then when we went back, we just moved. Bye. I mean, we have 3 kids at that time, my 3 oldest, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it that, like I say, even then they think because somebody wants to walk around on their property with a gun, that's some type of threat to them. You're perfectly fine walking around your property with a gun. And then all of a sudden, that's what happened in Minnesota. We got the deputies sneaking around our house, peeping in our windows. My kids are out there playing with squirt guns, and that look like Uzis. I swear to God. This was, like I said, that was in the 90s. But I'm telling you, that's where it all started, if you want to say the truth, okay? But then it came to surface years later in 2011 when we lived in Maine. And like I say, guys, it's all gets down to that false bulletin, because I'm thinking about this the other day. That judge, the same judge that initially was responsible for a year's full of cases. Why don't we just say that? A year's full of cases in the beginning of the children's dependency case, and promised the kids that they would go home, but she didn't know when. Well, damn, I lost my train of thought. Because I know you guys know that story. If anybody's been playing, Gamer Mom's here. Gamer Mom, where have you been? Gosh darn it. Yes. See, you guys got to keep popping up, because I'll literally forget about y'all. You always got to smack me in the face a little bit and say, boom, boom, Brenda, here I am. I'm still good. I'm getting through it. Brenda, just send me a note, say, hey, I'm good. I mean, we all gotta connect in a way that say, hey, I don't know. Some would call it a welfare check almost. I mean, that's my sister started this bullshit with me, saying, do I have to do a welfare check on you? Well, that was a whole different thing, because this good lady never calls me ever. So I call her. I'm the only one that initiate calls. This is how my family is. I always gotta be the one. Hello. I take it back. I sent her an invite, but my sister was giving me a ring on my birthday. Hold up, guys. I gotta get up to these freaking messages. They're going crazy over here. Okay, Florida Mom, thank you. Debbie is my mom. Okay, so if anybody wasn't clear, Debbie is Chris Brayton's mom, if I'm saying that right. You are only 6 again. You are only 6. Hey. That's what I say. Mine can't, because he is 5 years old. Thank you. And my boys are smart as hell too. Oh yeah, because they've got cute. You guys got cute kids. Chris Brayton. I'm not sure if I can't remember a picture of your son though. Let me see. I could read it down here, but it's bigger. That's why I'm looking this way, guys. I could move my. Let's not get crazy now, because it'll disconnect or whatever. I have not saw my son in 5 weeks. That's too long. They moved my son. Oh, so let's see. And again, it's going to be 4 hours. And then instead of every week, they're going to want to do it every other week, because the kids live so far now. It doesn't make any logical sense. I can tell you that. And if anybody know, it's just, if I hear these stories that just mirror what happened to us, it's just so frustrating. I mean, that's why it's so important that we gotta get our information to the top. And that's always was my goal, is we gotta stir up some, I don't know what you call it, logical way to, in a respectful manner, to reach out to Trump with all of us saying, these are all the names, even if we just had everybody's names and their kids' birthdays or whatever. Here we are. This is too massive of a problem to explain, but just give them the basic, of what's going on. And all they really have to do is follow the money. Am I right? And that's what they've been cracking down on. So let's get going. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for this disaster that's going on in Texas. That's right. I'm pretty close. And there's going to be, because, okay, this is what I want to say, guys. In my opinion, okay, with all the harm to children that's going across this country, Okay, all this horrible, horrible, evil harm that God has damned America. And I would hope not to be like Biden and come out and say, God bless America, because I'm sorry, I can't say God bless America when this is happening to our children. Okay. I'm saying, and you can argue with me all day long. I'm just going to tell you my opinion is God has damned America, and that's why you're seeing these hurricanes, these fires, these blah 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 blah. I mean, it's foresaw in the Bible, guys. I mean, that's what my friend said. In fact, I have a little tape of her. She was like, Brenda, if you're not getting down on your knees at this point with all these signs that have been going on, well, I don't know, guys. All I say is set the children free and things will go a lot better for this country. It's really, really easy. Really easy, you know. I mean, why are American children being treated as prisoners? Man, it's just disgusting, isn't it? And then you see this horrible things that happen over there in Texas. Just horrible. It's giving me nightmares, guys. Okay, all judges don't vet anonymous tips in cases. Oh, well, a lot of times, do you think, you guys, does it have to do with the Department of Education? Sometimes, I think more often than not, it has to do with a neighbor or something like that. In my case, I believe it was them nosing in with this weatherization, how they come weatherize your home and have the sheriff's son do it. I mean, how do you feel about that, guys? Gosh, I know when that one guy, very nice guy that ran that program, okay, they're refurbishing the house, whatever. I mean, what do you imagine? There's all new windows in this house. There's a brand new back deck, a brand new water heater. We bought the brand new refrigerator. It had a electric and a gas oven. How could you imagine just a few years later? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It took 7 years to turn that house is completely dust. Like they wanted to erase any memory. Well, I got pictures of the beautiful, beautiful house. Okay, nobody's gonna take that away from me. And that's that's the house they want to steal the kids from. A beautiful 2-story home. And Dewey Hatcher and all those guys and his son did all the work, right? So there you have it. And then all of a sudden I'm getting a call from Department of Education because I'm homeschooling my kids while these guys are in the house creating all these problems with unsafe. It was very unsafe. Okay, let me get caught up on these comments. The only reason they stopped my visit because they found 2 little marks. Yeah, and you told me they found these marks on him. Why in the hell are they looking at his butt? Is what I'm wondering. You know, this is disgusting. But they want to drop that. Oh yeah, well yeah. They don't want to talk about that, do they? They just want to come up with some reason that they can stop those visits. That's why it's too much trouble. They got to pay somebody to go all the way and transport the children or what have you. I mean, who's paying the price if you got to go all the way 4 hours to go see your son? I mean, isn't that going to really be digging into your pocketbook if that's the case? I can't believe that. They're making you. Huh. But the thing is that a lot of people are allowed to go to the place where the kids are being fostered. We were never offered that option at all. I don't know if any of y'all is. Where do you guys visit? I mean, is it do they send you to like this is what they had in Gainesville? They had a house that had like paper and stuff over the windows, but they wanted to make them feel like home. I got a big way to make them feel like they're at home is give them their home back. It's all the agency, judges, and laws, etc. Neighbors, neighborhoods, etc. Anyone can be mandatory reporting anonymous tips, and they don't make sure it's a real problem, not to fake allegations. Hey, there's some crazy stuff going on out there. In fact, I wrote down a few notes. Well, I would just want to say, I had this out. I usually just go off with. Sometimes I'm going through my paperwork and I come through and I found some of my writings. This was a letter to this Miss Gardner lady. She was Chris's one, two, three. I think he's the fourth attorney Chris had, and the last attorney that was on the dependency case. Encloses an 18-page letter that I sent it to Gene Conway, who was my attorney, Christopher Cron, Judge Blue. See, after Judge Johnson, I don't know if you guys know that after she left, there was Judge Blue. Mr. Cron, oh yeah, and because Mr. Cron was the attorney that was reclusing himself, and then Miss Gardner came in. We feel it important to see this from our perspective. In the beginning, the partnership alleged that we did not recognize Sage had delays and denied her medical attention. It took the partnership 14 months to get a diagnosis. This, to their advantage, meant that Sage would not be represented by an attorney, because if your child has delays, make sure that they have an attorney of their own and not the regular government line. I'm talking about the under, even though it's an attorney, it's a public defender, whatever, it works. They just add the GAL on there because they've dealt with that before. Sometimes they haven't even dealt with it before. In fact, I can tell you that one lady is Miss Gardner. She was first assigned to my daughter, but she's like, I never did this before. And then they said, okay, well, why don't we give Miss Gardner to Chris? And then Sage, she had somebody named, was that a Heidi? No, I can't even remember her name, but Dana Taylor. And what's going on with these people? I'd like to say, hey, that Dana Taylor said, I always get she calls them my kids. I always get my kids what they want. My daughter's asking to go home. And she was her attorney, and she didn't do that. And then after that, she doesn't want to pick up the calls. I hadn't even seen her report, like everybody was supposed to turn in their reason why or why not that our rights should be terminated. They left it. That's what the judge left it up to the different parties to get it together and propose this to the judge. And here, yeah, there you have it. I lost my rights over an email. How do you guys feel about that? I don't know if Florida Mom, you lost your rights. Did they do it in a court of law, or did they just send you a letter say, hey, guess what? Your life is over. They might as well say. All right, so what's going on? DCF office supervised behind glass. Oh. Okay, so that happened to us one time right at the beginning. It was something called the Village Counseling Center, where they watched you behind the glass, and like the kids didn't know about it. And yeah, we ended up telling them later. I mean, didn't they want the children to know? Why shouldn't the children know? But in any case, and when my husband and we started singing a Barney song, I Love You, later on in the evaluation or whatever, that lady was evaluating it, said that was over the top, that we sang the Barney song. Woo! Am I right, guys? Jeez Louise. I was just like, sometimes it really just blows your mind how they can get away with this stuff. All right, we got that comment taken care of. Okay. The Florida Mom says, I lost my rights protecting my kids, and they sent me a text, no court date to explain it, and refused me to get counsel. Now I am deprived. Wow. So that's even a lower blow on the belt than mine was, I believe, because of text. That's very impersonal. And and there was no, the thing is that my attorney promised that if things went bad, okay, that we got TPR'd, that we would get a last visit with the children. Well, that didn't even happen either, because the judge said, "Oh, we're going to leave it up to the counselors." So if they thought that was good, these counselors, like you say, they're fresh out of freaking college. They have no clue. Okay, all they know is they're going to get a paycheck at the end of the day. That's what they know. And can you believe it? They put my son with this counselor named and somebody might want to look this up, because she's a real nut. Kelly Ball, Village Counseling Center, Gainesville, Florida. What a pieces of crap that you got working there, abusing kids, because you know what their main focus is their main focus is adoption. And all the different counselors, their what if specialty was adoption. Why are you sending a family that are trying to reunite to someone that is is it just me? Really. I mean, just you gotta laugh at the bizarreness of it all. You know. What's going on? I mean, there's a lot in the news. Okay, you guys know that. I mean, if you want to get any more depressed, let me see what's going on here. I thought somebody might have texted me, but so I'm having to work now, which I haven't done since I have no idea, many years. Okay, and I'm forced into labor because I have to pay the bills, and my husband's not here, so it's really put a hardship on me. And that's why, see, again, doing that is going to take more time away from what I need to be doing on the kids' case. I want to do everything I can to help Chris as well. But we had my husband, Chris, okay? If anybody knows, there's been a long saga with the inhumane conditions at a Bay Correctional Facility, but he was without his tablet since the 6th of June. Can I tell you? Whoop, whoop. It was me and what was her name? Miss Jeffries came through. I got to give her a fucking shout out, because Miss Jeffries said, "I will not be satisfied until I go in there to that pod and hand him that tablet myself." I'm like, woo. She called me up and said she had some good news for me. Oh, and anyways, I don't know. I guess I'd rather not say it for some outsiders that may be watching, but don't be alerted if you see something about Sage Cambron, on Facebook. All I can say, it's my doing. You have our support. Thank you so much. Look up Olivia Easley, who did Ancestral Revenge. She sold my kids because her family members were slaves, and at one point she slept with my husband at time. That's Florida, Mom? Jeez. Whoa. Illegal TPR in all 50 states, right? That's right. It's illegal. Because did you get to cross-examine your accusers? Do you even get to know who your accusers were? And admittedly, during the trial, what do you call this? Okay, so termination of parental rights, for anybody that wouldn't know what a TPR is. And unfortunately, we do. And what validates doing this? There is no validation. Okay, there's no validation if the laws are being followed. Okay. If you're not with us, you're against us. Is that right? It's anonymous. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good news. I was happy because it's my birthday, and then I had a text that said, "Come on in and get some hours at this other job." So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. And these are jobs that I can handle, like slow pace. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This new one could be a little fast paced, but bing, 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 maybe it'll get some of this energy out of me. and to keep me from getting too fat, because yeah, I get, like I say, I have a problem. I'm sitting around this house. What am I going to do? Eat, 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 because I want to eat my life away. But the other good news is Chris is starting to exercise and regaining some hope, because I'm telling him, after reviewing some of the phone calls and the brief and stuff like that in Chris's case, he's not. It's not going to go anywhere past this appeal. Once this these appellate court judges, it's very strong violations of the law in Chris's case. The jurisdictional issues, you got several things going on wrong with the jury instructions and yada, yada, yada. I'm telling you, it just goes above and beyond and bizarre, that he would even have to be sitting in there right now for a cartoon, mind you. Something that's a game that he literally taped a game and put his voice to it so he can continue his Second Revolution movie where he's reading a script. And I gotta distress the fact that it's not real. And I seen something, Jim Carrey saying something the other day about that. That himself, he says he's not even Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is another character. You know, he wanted Jim Carrey to be somebody that could make you happy and feel good, because that's what he chose to do. I mean, why not want to make people happy? Where he started out, yeah, he was living in a car for a while, and he used to work at one of those video stores, where they rented out the VHSs. Yeah. So I think Jim Carrey knows what's up, and I'd like to get Jim Carrey on our side. If anybody ever seen that Kick-Ass 2 movie, where there's puts a punch to reality in that movie, where they go in, all these misfits, right? They all got their little superhero costume, and that's what we were thinking, that we could maybe we can paint up my Cadillac. I got my Cadillac going. That's the other good news, guys. I got that going, and it's a SUV. It's white. I mean, I could do some good, some creative art on there, and we could be the heroes, parental heroes. I don't know what we're gonna call it. There's been some talks. There's been some different names bringing Brenda back. And did you realize BBB, bringing Brenda back? Sometimes I'm going to shorten it and say that. And now it's big news about this BBB, which is the big, beautiful bill. And then I said, BBB, it's Brenda's birthday bash. I tried to throw Chris a birthday bash what was it? It was over a year ago, and I went live on, I think it was Facebook. Yeah, I think I went live on Facebook, and nobody came. That's before I started doing these shows with Darren. I mean, yeah. Oh, somebody mentioned to me. Okay, I'll shout it out. In fact, it was Fact Over Lies. Oh, well, let me grab my. Oh, here it is. You guys might want to check this out, because as I was telling Darren, the more people we can reach out to, or maybe even play some of their lives or whatever they're doing. And maybe if we have to get permission, we can get permission. There's somebody named Cash Jordan. He's bringing like hundreds of thousands of viewers. Don't you guys agree? Excuse me. Don't you guys agree that if we can hang up and team up with people like this that are all about, the freedoms of America? Okay, let's say, because these people are, and everybody's checking out what he's doing. Do you want to team aboard and help American children? Because I kind of liked. I don't know if you guys ever heard of what is it? Pfeiffer. What is it? Gene Pfeiffer. Something with a Jerry with a G. Jerry Pfeiffer. She was and maybe she still does. I mean, she doesn't advertise it, but she has helped bring
vehicles and some on horseback.
They're like
descended
knights.
on MacArthur Park. This is the heart of the immigrant community.
This is
just
insane.
2 miles from downtown LA. Sky Fox was overhead as the operation kicked in. Our Fox 11 photographer Sam
It's like an
Dubin on the
invasion.
ground recording the dramatic scene. Immigration agents in military green carrying rifles. Neighbors and community activists rushed to the park, challenging those in the action. Among those arriving on the scene was LA Mayor Karen Bass.
Yeah, she's
flanked
freaking
by
out
security
over this.
and in a crush of people pushing for the operation to end. Our camera caught her on the phone, pleading with officials to stop.
Watch when she realizes.
Whoa. So that's what's going on there. And what was that other guy? She was saying, I guess this other guy's name was Ben Berquam. Am I saying it right? I think she was saying BERQ. Or was it GQ? Something like QUAM. Burkham. Burke. I think the Q is a Burke. No, sorry, I didn't look at it ahead. I mean, if you want some boots on the ground, that's where you're going to go to this Burkham guy, okay? Because he's on top of it and boots on the ground. And again, the other one I always recommend, I did a video of it the other day because we can't really forget about what's going on in Israel. And I always give this guy a heart and a thumbs up because, I mean, this dude is doing a job. This dude got some job on his hands reporting what's going on there. And let's see if I got this turned up first. And this is Yara Pinto, TBN News.
And was agreeing to this proposal and then added demands for various amendments, just as if they are in a great position to make demands. So President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu will also discuss the Syrian issue during this visit, though no announcement is expected soon. However, the main topic will be Iran, as the United States and Israel want to craft a joint strategy to leverage the achievements of Operation Rising Lion.
Hold up. Am I froze, guys? Oh, oh Lord. Okay, I'm gonna leave and get back in. I don't know what happened. Are you serious? I think I pressed something wrong. Shoot, guys. I'm gonna escape. Oh, did I freeze up for you guys? Are you serious? I think I pressed a button. Okay. Here we go. But this guy makes a joke, okay? This is what's good, you know, that's what I mean. Even though the okay, Burquam, okay? I did have it written down right. I second guessed myself. Okay, but maybe I should show the other video I have of it because it doesn't have all this names all over the place. And I could turn it the other way. Let me see. I love my Yara Pinto. He's my second love after my husband. Here it goes.
It was agreed to this proposal and then added demands for various amendments, just as
He's talking about the meeting with Netanyahu and Trump.
To make demands. So President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu will also discuss the Syrian issue during this visit, though no announcement is expected soon. However, the main topic will be Iran, as the United States and Israel want to craft a joint strategy to leverage the achievements of Operation Rising Lion, setting red lines for crossing by the regime, such as further uranium enrichment, will trigger military actions by the United States, by Israel, or by both. The meeting between the president and the prime minister was scheduled for Monday at 6:30 p.m. Israel time, but President Trump upgraded it from a working meeting to a dinner, signaling his intent to close matters in an intimate setting. Or maybe he was just hungry, but in any case, it's a signal
maybe
that
he's just
things are
hungry.
getting very serious, and we'll have more to report about this. It was agreed to this proposal.
All right, I just thought that was funny. Because, I'm telling you, I've been looking for some comedy lately, and I haven't seen much. And anybody wants to put a little jab in there, like, yeah, maybe he was just hungry, right? Come on, it's food to be told. He's serious about his meals too, because Jewish people are like very serious about what they eat and all that jazz. I mean, they show like they'll go to climb to the top of a mountain, okay? And this was in Jerusalem somewhere. I can't remember where exactly. I'm not good at geography, but they climbed all the way up there, and they had brought along a whole picnic, right? And they had the wonderful time and beautiful view, because you think about it, guys, and that's what it's about. It could be in the middle of a war, and we got our own wars going on, unfortunately, with the CPS and these dependency courts. But you got to take time to realize God has blessed you in so many ways. Okay, you're here, you're He's given you the ability to, think and come up with these strategies of how to just band together and see if we can be that change. Because I just don't think there is no way that any of us could do this alone. So let's tighten the belt and move on down the line. And God forbid, if there's some stragglers, I mean, we gotta reach back and make sure we help them along the way, if the best we can. Because I have, like I say, I have enough trouble trying to help myself and keep up with these cases, and I want to make sure everything's going the way it's supposed to be going for my husband, and then and see if there's any way that illegally and lawfully these things are in place. Why couldn't their siblings reach out to my kids? There should be a reasonable request that my son wants to see his brother and sister again. Let me see. Parents and children, CPS versus CPS. Stop the war on families. Amen to that. I just sent you the news from here, and the same CPS, involved in my case, failed mom. Oh, you sent it to me? No parent and children left behind. Exactly. Okay. Florida mom, did you text it to me or messenger? You said here, so that must be messenger. No? I sent you the news from here. The same CPS agency involved in the case, they failed mom, and the kid is punishment of the parent now. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh no, the child passed away. See, wow, that's just really just blows my mind, guys. That there's so much despair and horror and destruction, and just like the loss of life, the loss of hope, and the loss of a future is what we feel. And that's what I say. Then that's why it's just so important that we guys are there for each other. I may even go as far as to because I feel that this is my how sometimes they have these little groups, and Alcoholics Anonymous or this and that. Sometimes they have smaller circles of say other people have lost they lost someone or something like that, whatever it happens to be hurting them. Maybe it was a loss of a marriage, so even something like that. I mean, there's these groups, right? And I feel you guys are my group, okay? Because if I go to the doctor and they say, did you ever consider, counseling or anything like this? And I say, I never really have, because I just feel that I'm pretty good just hanging out with you guys, and we can talk and back and forth and stuff like that. And I think y'all understand more than some counselor out of the blue or whatever would. I mean, if it gets to the fact that I might want to say, hey, Social Security, I have this social, I have all this going on with my post-traumatic stress disorder and ADHD. I really can't work too much because I don't believe I could work like over 20 hours because it would just, you never know what might happen. Like just boom, out of the moment, you just like, just can't take it anymore. It's like, ugh, so everything's closing in on you or something like that. Especially if you go to a store that's got toys and stuff like that. Whoa, Mm-mm. Or you look at it, have something thinking, oh boy, you know what your kids like, and then you see that, and you're like, oh, you know, it's hard sometimes. People don't want to go out of the house anymore, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them, but just remember, there's always somebody out there, even if all your family has abandoned you or something. There's always going to be some beautiful people in your path, and God is going to put these people in your path. And I mean, I have a really nice neighbor. I moved here 3 years ago. I didn't know anybody at all around here at all. And now I have a friend that my son works with, and made a friends at work, same age as me. I mean, that's wonderful. So getting out and doing these things and taking care of your mental health, I say, is number one. You are number one. Okay. Then the work comes after that, and only is so much as you can take. Um, Let me see. ICE went after children that were in foster care, and I believe the lawyers and judges and CPS workers need to take blame because they could have made these children documented. See, that's what is scary to me, Debbie, and it's been plaguing me for a while now. With ever since it's been going on with ICE, because I mean, my daughter was put with a Haitian family. How do I even know that Haitian family was legal? And I mean, I guess I was told that they were adopted out to some other people, not their foster place. But who the heck knows? Who the heck knows, whoever they were, that if they were legal and they're taking in these American kids as foster homes or adopting them, even worse. And oops, hey, you're not supposed to be in this country when any kid that's taken along with you is going off with you. I think we better take a check on these kids that are before. Hey, hello, do you got blue eyes? Because if you got blue eyes, they're probably my kids. Right? Am I right? We must support each of us together. Hey, you like my shirt? This is it's like 3D. Huh? Nobody like it? It's comfortable. I mean, I hate a shirt when it makes me look fat, which I am fat, but I'm not that fat. I can make it look like I'm not fat. Let's put it that way. Oh, I'm right around I don't even want to say. I'm right around 170 though, and it's disgusting, man. Because I'm short. I'm only 5'4", 5'4.5". But they always say we don't count that half, Oh my God, they were trying to give me a little quiz as to my depression levels or something like this, and she said within the last 2 weeks, like how many days. And when she's saying a half, I thought she was going to say a half a day, like, have you been really feeling depressed? And what it really came out as in her mind, that it was a half of those days, like half of 2 weeks. I'm like, oh my God, I think I got her. I think I got to talk to her again, because after that she like kind of ran out of there. And I know her too from these little luncheons or whatever my son has with the staff, and she's like she brings back a piece of paper with the same questions plus more added. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And at least that happened, because then I was able to adequately answer the questions. Maybe I need to see them in my face, so that we do the right thing. Now, let me see. I want to see if there's anything else I want to share. I mean, no, it's Jamie Neiman. She's gathering people's stories for a book that she's putting together, and she invited me on her show on July 21st. And what is it? I think it's the Voice of the Voiceless. If anybody interested, Voice of Voiceless. Here, I'll forward it to Darren because Darren, you might want to share that link in the thing, the chat, if you can, because I think that's a good thing. She's gathering people's stories. She's going to make a book, and if you're interested, there you go. And let me know if you reach out to her, because I'll make sure that I tell her that you'd be reaching out. That way she'll know. Now Priscilla also knows her, so Priscilla that's been on this, she actually was a guest on the show once. She's the Colorado mom. And this poor girl, I haven't heard from her for about a week. And like I say, I get concerned if I don't hear from you guys. Whichever way you want to reach out to me, just throw me a text every now and then. We need Florida shirts against CPS. Oh, we've been thinking about t-shirts. Darren, if you're back there, you want to show the reveal the BBB emblem? It's an idea for, like, I was thinking you could have something here, right? A little round thing. See how he's got the round thing for the CPS Breaking News? That's also good. And you could have a little circle up here, and then maybe something different or the same on the back, something like that. Like me, if I have long hair, you're not going to see it, but a lot of times when it's so damn hot, I got to put up my hair for sure. We found out, don't say anything when you get pulled over for DUIs. They ask if you had to drink, but they talking alcohol only, not water. So right, they got to be clear on that. That's entrapment right there, I would say. Wow. For DOs, they asked if you had a drink, and you were just supposed to assume that means alcohol. I mean, let's clear up the language, is what I say. Jeez Louise, it might cost you your freedom. Oh yeah, well, geez, I was just drinking some darn root beer over here. Here we go. Yep, look at it. Oh, she's got a can in the car. Well, we pull her over because we see her drinking a can. That God knows. Oh my gosh, that's why that lady was late getting to a new job. She wanted to show me what to do up on the computer and stuff. And she said she got a ticket. She just got a ticket to speeding. She admitted she was speeding. But I'd say if you're speeding and then they charge you with speeding when they don't inform you that they're going to charge you in speeding, and throw a ticket in your car after you've been had your put in jail for 34 days for no goddamn reason, because of a false charge, at least you could have told me, hey, you had a speeding ticket, I put it in your car. Not throwing it under the seat, under a piles of stuff I had packed up and my friend gave me down in Florida. Yeah, well, Florida mom, if I ever get down that way, I definitely will let you know. But you are way over there. Are you very far from Mount Dora or anything like that? Oh, where's my friend lived in? I don't know how to say it, but it's Traverse. I seen they just pulled a judge over while going to work type shit. Right? Pull them over. Like you said, that's what got my husband in trouble in when he was working at Right Pat, law enforcement specialist, right? He was on patrol. He sees somebody running a stop sign. So he gives him a ticket, right? He's doing his damn job. Give him a ticket for running the stop sign. And then, little did he know, this was the new commander on the base. Good Lord, things didn't go good after that. And there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be retaliation for a man doing his job. But that's what ended up happening. I'm telling you, it was a bunch of bull crap after that. My husband didn't want to do any more years of the treatment that he received while he was in the military. I'm sorry. That's why he wanted his kids to be doctors, because they don't want him to have to go through them to go through what he went through, because it is almost like it's very similar. Prison is very similar to the military, guys. At least you have better food, though. You must. You gotta have better food than food. Oh, yeah. I'm in 3 hours from Lakeland and 2 hours from Miami. Gotcha. So, hey, did anybody, I think we might have talked about this before, but remember all those kids they were saying they're saving over there? Was it 33, 66 or some of them kids, right? They were finding out they were foster kids, and a bunch of the girls that they were rescuing, they were underage, in their teens, were pregnant. That was right over there by Miami. There you have it. So she's right in the trafficking zone over there. Criminy. Oh, yeah. And then who got that other my friend of mine, Facts Over Lies. She's not that far from Atlanta. Oh my God, what a mess he got going on over there. Oh, such a racism going on. And it's towards white people. That's what I mean, man. We got to come together, because I'd be like Trump saying, I get along with the blacks. The blacks love me. It's true about me too. I get along with everyone. But I don't like these rude people that are in the stores, and they may be illegals that are getting just rude enough to block your way from getting through an aisle when you're trying to shop at Walmart. Man, and they get handed everything. Oh, you got medical care, you got food, all the food. You need food stamps, you need extra food. Boy, they really pile it up on those guys. And then they let them use school buses. I see this right in my own neck of the woods over here. These people that work with the crawfish stuff. I tell you, it's disgusting, because those guys have their kids. We don't. And that's what really pisses me off. That they are crying, oh, my kids. Okay, my kids were Okay, so 1 hour's boom, Boca Raton. Oh, hey, I was over there in Boca Raton. Oh, it was years ago. That was with the kids though too. The youngest 3 was with me. See, my middle son was always there, no matter it was the oldest or the youngest, because he was right smack in the middle. He was the only one I had a normal time in my life, really, because I was pretty young when I had the first O2. Oh, get back to it. I didn't show you all that picture. And, I was practically not even 20 when I had 2 kids already. But I was 25 when I had my middle son. All right, this is an oldie. And did I send that to Chris yet? No, he told me to stop with the pictures because he's got to catch up. Let me see. For some reason, when I took it, it was upside down. Oh, Lord. Hopefully it's an X-rated one. Same face, I guess. But gosh darn it, it's not the same. Like I say, I'm not part of Itty Bitty Titty Club anymore. But, yeah, well, you can see another view of the picture. Actually, I was standing in the pool with the 2 youngest. Let me see if I got another picture of that, because I can. I gotta vet that picture. Let me see. I don't know why it's backwards, but see, now it's going the wrong way. See, it's the little ones. Little Sage, or no, I'm saying, see, I'm not. That's Julia and Sword right there. Wonder what his shirt said. I don't know. And Julia had a little bikini. She had a mad face on her. She was mad about something that day. But, yep, we were keeping cool in the pool. That's another thing, I really used to like swimming too, and it's not so fun anymore, is it? Let me see. we had an officer get arrested, I think last year for DUI. Oh, wet plants. Hey. What's up? Oh, wet plants was who was the one that was I got some seeds to share, okay? If it be it wet plants or Priscilla, I mean, I keep forgetting to talk about it. So let me guys know if you are interested in some seeds. Did you see the bullshit about Epstein list? I have seen the list, so I know it's there. They refuse to publish it. Oh, you seen the list? Do you got like a copy, or you just you got to read it when you were down where the records are or something? Live in the same county Jeffrey Epstein was in jail. Work release. Oh, and that's the other thing I want to mention. You know, Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Or who was that other dude? Oh, Ted Bundy. It was Ted Bundy. And when this guy was a cannibal, am I right? They got this right with Ted Bundy? I don't know, whatever. You guys look it up. Some horrible person, okay? And they're making, the beginning of the court, they're making all kinds of arrangements where he can see his kids. He can see his kids? He's a murderer, okay? And the judge is going to do what he can for him to see his wife and his kid. And they're talking about face-to-face. I know it was years ago, but come on, guys. What in a world? How is that right? And somebody that never harmed a fly gets arrested for what is it? Written or electronic threat to kill. And, oh yeah, well we might as well give him 15 years for that. I'm sorry, that's is too harsh. Okay, that's why I told Chris not to worry. He'll be out of there. At the least or at the most a 2-year sentence. Boom, making it happen. Believe it and it will happen. All right, so who's the beautiful lady in the pool? I told you that was me. Yep, see, and I had 2 little babies, right? That was a pretty good bounce back. But when I had the other 2, when I was 34, 35, had my youngest, yeah, that's when you can't bounce back after that. So I recommend have your kids early in life, and well, you guys do what you want to, but you know, I wanted more. Yes, Dahmer and Bundy, both victim of CPS as kids, and both parents when died in prison, and when they died in prison. Oh, okay. Huh. They were both parents when they died in prison. I didn't know they both died in prison. You know, I was going to start watching it. I'm like, nah, you know. But, you know, I've seen the stories before. It's just been a while. I know they did some different segments. I can't remember. Probably crimes, whatever. Interesting crimes, I guess. And that's why I don't understand is, you know, you see how we do have interest in these types of stories that may be gory or maybe, you know, bad and, you know, disgusting, whatever. But there's interest in current events and what's going on like this. But you shouldn't, you know, criticize somebody that wants to do something a little out of the ordinary or strange or something like that and make a movie because that's freedom of speech under entertainment. You have the right to create any type of art you want through film or music, right? I mean, we don't need to go on about all the violence that's going on in cartoons in the 1940s, let alone some buddy that feels she's threatened by a cartoon. It just blows my mind, guys. Not Ted. What? No? What do you mean? Don't send me anything until October. It's so freaking hot here. You're telling me it has been disgustingly hot. So hot. Man, muggy. Yeah. Believe me, I'm over here in Louisiana. It's hot as a god darn hell. Gotcha. They tried to put me in jail for catching my youngest son on the news, and then they put me in jail for extortion and threat. Yeah, they were hitting us both up at, for these freaking things. I mean, I think mine happened a little bit earlier. I meet up. I mean, I don't meet you like we didn't meet physically, but I met you after I've been back from this prison sentence, and I mean, it's just full of crap, man. I just don't get it. And when I had my daughter in my presence, okay, in my car and whatnot, they never put out an Amber Alert. Because why? It says in my discoveries that because the girl was in no threat. What did I do with that one paper I was reading, y'all? Did I walk away? That is messed up. Oh, here it is. I want to read more of that. Okay, so this is going back. Okay, was a letter back from 2017. Okay, Okay, oh my gosh, it's July of 2017. This was, months into the case. I mean, it was over a year into the case. So, let me see. So it's just like this lady's coming in as an attorney to represent Chris, through the courts or whatever. So I figure, hello, here you are. Here's a little recap of what's been going on before you got involved with this case. In the beginning, okay, I already told you that. The health of the children has not been a priority for the department, always delaying not taking them to the doctor when they're sick, as we would, and understand Sage's needs. She has OCD, mild Angelman syndrome, okay? But neither caregiver was ever contacted by us, so we could help with advice. Marilyn Tillis Paget, as the caseworker, has given this caregiver a false perspective of us. Though the partnership has shown a prejudice against us, we continue to try to work with them, completing our case plan as agreed upon in the mediation. And like I say, if anybody tries to give you this mediation bull crap, no, don't do it. Don't sign nothing. Don't do it. My mistake. I had no idea what was hitting us when this happened. This was supposed to be instead of trial, which we don't understand why now we are going to trial. We were supposed to get our kids back and do the case plan instead of trial. We really enjoyed our substance abuse classes and AA, where we met new friends and learned so much, keeping positive. As parents, we have made so many changes to improve ourselves. Having your children taken away from you snaps you into reality. The father has been taking citalopram and Wellbutrin at his own request. This really helps with depression and brings out happy feelings. No more filmmaking nor calls to government offices. This is our promise, okay? Because back then, this is back in 2016, they're having a problem with Chris's films, and that's all. Every time I'm going to counselor, they're asking me about Chris's films, not my problems. Hey, okay, so let me get it caught up for a second. I realized I was in a few minutes behind on the steam. Yeah. No. It's been hot and very rainy here. It's a hurricane season. It's when has it not been hurricane season? Like I say, what's going on? God is damning these pedophile areas. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to come out and say it. I guarantee there's some weird shit going on where these disasters are happening. They're still trying to violate Marcus for standing up for my kids when he called the news about it. Misdiagnosis on Sage for Munchausen syndrome. Munchausen syndrome. But this is what one of my kids had told me was the Angelman syndrome, because it's, I guess it's similar to autism. Um, but my daughter did have like episodes of, you know, illnesses, like where she would throw up and dehydrate and couldn't keep anything down. I don't know if it was like her getting upset. She'd be throwing up all over the place. We had to get her to the hospital, and she was in admitted to the hospital, I think once, and maybe all day another time because she couldn't keep any fluids down. But yeah, I'm gonna check that out though. What you're talking about. Sign up upside down under duress. Let me see what that. I'm gonna look that up right now. Who's the beautiful woman in the? Oh, you guys! There was a time. There was a time that yeah, I didn't even realize it at the time. You know that I had just no worries about my weight back then. Let's see, which was weird because I was chubby when I was a kid, so I kind of just grew out of it before I got to high school. Okay, she's sending me pictures. What is this? Whoa. What if I could capture that on the... There's a nighttime view. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to see it. You can kind of see it, right? You can see the reflection on my keyboard, though. There's looks like you can see the moon through the nice trees. And, oh, this is the daytime view. Wow. What's this orangish going on there? What's that orangish? Is that because of the sunset? I know my misdiagnosed me. Oh, okay. I see. You might want to look this up. It's serious issues. The mom who killed kids in the bathtub in Texas years ago had that diagnosis. Whoa. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Okay, I'm gonna go to Bing because they could give me a better. Can you wait a minute? Can you explain what Munchausen syndrome is? Is it even listening to me? Here we go.
Hey, Chris.
Can you explain what Munchausen syndrome? I'm going to spell it. It's Munchausen syndrome. What is that? Could you tell me?
Munchausen syndrome is a mental disorder where a person deliberately fakes, exaggerates, or induces illness in themselves. It often involves seeking attention or sympathy. A related condition, Munchausen by proxy, involves causing or fabricating illness in another person, typically a child, to gain attention or sympathy. It's a serious psychological issue that requires professional help.
Well, there you have it. From my AI itself. My AI thinks I'm Chris.
It's just a way.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Seems like...
What? Okay, can you explain what's Angelman syndrome?
Absolutely. Angelman syndrome is a genetic disorder that affects the nervous system. It often results in developmental delays, problems with movement and balance, speech impairment, and a happy, excitable demeanor. Children with Angelman syndrome may also have seizures and small head size. It's caused by a missing or mutated gene on chromosome 15.
And what was the other one? Let's get a... Okay, also, I would like to know what's your definition of autism?
Autism, or autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is a developmental condition that affects communication, behavior, and social interaction. It includes a range of symptoms and skills, with each person being unique. People with autism might have challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors, speech, and nonverbal communication. It's called a spectrum because the symptoms vary widely in type and severity.
Okay, what plans? I didn't see this comment of yours. If I could groom a few famous people's dogs, I might be able to pull it off. Oh, what are we pulling off?
Sounds like you're thinking of
Oh.
a plan to get noticed or make an impact in the industry. Grooming famous people's dogs could be your way in. It's a unique approach and could lead to some interesting opportunities. Thinking of starting a business or just exploring new ideas?
Thank you. Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Something weird happened the other day where some AI was going. Let me see. But I wanted to bring something up in that regard to taking care of famous people's animals. My grandma used to talk about her brother that was actually that was my great grandma. Sorry, my great grandma. She lived in Indiana, and she would show us all these pictures about her brother that was a rancher, and the rancher that meant he that's what he did. He took care of famous people's animals, dogs, would it be horses, whatever kind of animal that they had need taken care of. And if anybody remembers Rockford Files, that guy from there, I have a picture of my great grandma with him. Okay, sign it upside down. Oh, okay, that's an idea. Sign upside down for their duress. You might want to look this up. This is the serious issues. The mom who killed the kids. Okay, we already got that. Sorry, I went back. Gypsy Rose's mother was doing that to her own daughter. Whoa. Gypsy Rose, I heard that name before. That reminds me, anybody hear of Bay Village, Ohio? This was back, I don't know if it was in the 60s. This guy, it was a doctor at the hospital. His name, I think, was Shepherd. It wasn't Sam Shepherd, though. Well, maybe I'll look it up before I tell you go on about it. But it's right down the road from where Chris used to live in Bay Village, Ohio. It was a guy that was a doctor, and he was accused of killing his wife. I don't think they ever figured out completely who was responsible for his wife's death. Right. I just learning something new every day. All right, so should I go on? What time is it getting to be? I don't even know when we stopped this started this popsicle stand. Yeah, popsicle stand. You're gonna need a freezer if you're gonna have popsicles. Let me see. That would be an easy win on these hot days, right? I don't know. They're gonna want to get all messy with that popsicle. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna put it in a cup, and then you're gonna have yourself a slushy. All right, let's go on about see whatever. It has been so discouraging to do everything required, clean drug screens, still to not have the children back as promised. In reality, everybody involved taking and keeping the children away have a belief that we hate the government and law enforcement because the father created films. He was working on a second revolutionary movie. See, this is like I told you. I'm not lying to you. See, I remember some things. This was fantasy, and those films were cleared by the FBI. That's true. Glenn Barnes, an agent from FBI, would vouch for us. There is a similar film that came out called Sabotage. Did anybody see that film? Sabotage. Woo! Boop boop. 100 messages today on Restream. Good. They believe okay, so there is a similar film that came out called Sabotage. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't even remember what that was. But they believe a character in a movie is real since he played the Joker, a character that manipulates minds. that Chris, then now they believe that Chris is teaching the children brainwashing tactics, as Kim Carpenter Herring report says. And that was, again, that was my counselor that they sent me to, Kim Carpenter Herring. Some young floozy, I don't know who the hell she was. In reality, if we could do this, why would we be living in poverty, right? If we had brainwashing tactics, why would we be living in poverty? And again, so now they're saying they're not going to take away kids for parents that are living in poverty. Well, can we have our kids back if they were taken when we were in poverty? Can we have our kids back now? Is, my question. And that's what I'd like to do, is make little shorts and say, okay, can I have my kids back now? 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 When? Okay, so legally they couldn't do anything because of freedom of speech under entertainment. A family who had no criminal record, this is why they messed up these things and tried to throw at least 4 felonies at Chris. Please know that the children really want to come home. Sage says it. Chrissy is afraid to say anything. If you could please inform the judge, mentally and physically, it would be best for the children to be home. We love the children very much, and no one in the country has had more success than us in raising children. Blah, blah, blah. You guys all know that. Reminder of the visit on 7/14/17. Sage was crying that she misses Dad so much, but she said, I am not allowed to talk about him. When Judge Ellison Johnson said the children could talk about whatever they want. She reported always having nightmares and wants to come home. She had a bad burn on her wrist. We can take good care of these children. Thank you from Brenda and Chris. Okay. Well, like I said, I have so much writings. That was a pretty good one. And I think I shared that with not only that lady, but wait, is that the 18-page letter? I don't even think that is the 18-page letter. That was besides this. That was just a letter to that lady to get her updated on what was going on. I did have an 18-page letter that I included, and I think I've read that to you guys before. So what else we got going on? Anything to talk about? We need to get rid of confidentiality laws. I just don't get it. Like, how can they close an adoption on your kids, and what does that mean? We're never going to be able to find them again? I'm getting sick of this crap, guys. Moms of Liberty. Dixie Rose. I wonder why I have that written down. Maybe it's something I wanted to look more into. Okay, there's some notes there. What else we got going on? I'm going to look at whatever I have near me. And just whatever falls into place here. This is something old. Clutch. Nah, this is crap. This is just some ideas, maybe. Mistrial to say the least, right? Let me see. What else we got here? That was definitely garbage. That should go in the garbage where that should go. Fannie Willis, 60,000. What's about Fannie Willis? Let's see what else. Yeah, and I recommend you guys watch that God, Sex, and Love. That girl that tells the real stories of what Allie Carter's doing. I mean, she's another victim, like a Florida mom. Yeah, it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. I feel, I really feel for you. I really feel for you. And please, Florida mom, look out for my kids. They might be somewhere around your neck of the woods. Who knows? No idea. Let's see what else we got here. Raise argument. Insufficient evidence. Judgment of acquittal. Oh, I want to save that one. Let's have that one guy's name on it. Court messed up really bad with jury instructions. Okay, this is a little notes about Chris. It's U.S. versus Counterman is one of the case law that he found on this that was quite from 2023 Supreme Court. Yeah. So blah blah blah. That's something about that Ryan Young. He was the police officer came over and telling us like he likes to look at our stuff on TikTok because he has nothing better to do. I swear to God, do you guys want to play that video? Criminy. I mean, really, for real. I don't know. We could do anything you want. One day I'll show you some more of those crazy Judge Jennifer Johnson, what she's got to say in a court of law. That's only the what's above her is her friends that's been friends with her for years. Oh, she thinks she might be pulling one on over on us, but I don't think so. Well, apparently I got to be down to work at 8 tomorrow. It's so for me it's not even 11, guys. So we can hang out for another 20 minutes or so if nobody minds. I thought maybe Danielle might want to chime in. We should give her a call. Yeah, there was you see that Darren made that new thing with the kids and me. It says help me. Did you see that at the beginning? Help me. Come on, Darren. Well, that was a different song, if you guys noticed at the beginning. Thank you very much. It was like a little birthday song. I was trying to see if there's anything in my messenger worth.
She is fighting for justice for her family, her husband.
Okay, we must have been on for long enough.
Her children stolen by CPS.
All right, let me see. Voice of the voiceless. Check out Jamie Nyman. It's JAIMENYMAN. You can find her on Facebook, guys.
No, happy birthday, Brenda. I was just playing your birthday song for you.
Oh, you're playing again. Oh, you okay.
Yeah,
Let's hear it. Okay,
off the air. I was just playing your birthday song for you.
Okay. Well,
sorry about that.
Okay, no. Should you play it? Let's play it again.
I was. That's what I was doing for you, but you made me stop.
She is fighting for justice for her family, her husband wrongfully imprisoned, her children stolen by CPS. She fights day in and out for them. No CPS, free her husband. It's her birthday.
I love that.
Bring back Brenda. She's fighting for justice for her family, her husband wrongfully
Synthesize, guys.
her children stolen by CPS. She fights day in and out for them. No CPS, free her husband. It's her birthday. It's her
I love that too much. Cool. We're gonna have to save that
Happy
one.
birthday, Brenda.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I got a few and few happy birthdays, which is nice. I don't think if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have had so many. That's for sure. Chris sang a happy birthday to me this morning. Yeah, Pandora. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Darren's got some good stuff going on with these songs. I mean, he's just throwing this together. And thank you for the birthday cake, because that's really the only birthday cake I had. Thank God I can at least stay away from cake for one day in my life. But I had some
Well,
other
yeah,
good stuff.
right. Everybody can send you gifts now in the super chat. So everybody throw Brenda whatever throw her some gifts in your super chat. And
Oh,
hell yeah, I
I
forgot all
haven't
about
even
that. If
seen
you're
the
on
super
next
chat.
just throw her do some super chatting for her. It's all for her, so throw it that way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. The guys have this new stuff going on where I don't even understand it. But you'd be part of the super chat. I think I was able to get in and when I was going in on my own chat when I played Danielle's stuff last I think it was last Wednesday. I figured might as well do a show on Tuesday night if nobody's doing one, because it darn it if it seems like something always happens on Thursday that my show doesn't happen. So we'll see what happens. Mono and I are gonna figure out what my schedule is gonna be for this new thing, and then we'll figure out when I can be here. You matter. You matter. You are loved, and your kids are loved. Amen to that. What else was I to say? I had a video visit with Chris the other day. That went really well. He's the pod he is in does have a good video connect. That is one good thing. And then the thing is, if for some reason the one person doesn't show up or whatever, sometimes we'll forget about it. This is how absent-minded we are. We'll forget about it. It doesn't take your money away. It will just let you schedule another visit for. It always makes you do it for like 3 days in advance. I remember there was once like some places like in county where you can call your loved one any time of the day on the kiosk. That's how it was in Louisiana. I mean, I can't believe that somebody like me would have so many jail and prison stories. It's ridiculous. I mean, my God, my mother's probably like rolling over in her grave, as that they say. You know, could you think she would have never imagined in a thousand of years. Well, maybe that's why God took her soon, but she wouldn't have too much to worry about with what's going on with her grandbabies. Yes, sirree. Um, yeah, I was just thinking about my mom. My mom passed away at 65, young age, Alzheimer's and osteoporosis. She was always a young, healthy. I would so request you guys to say some prayers for Danielle. I mean, she's got some things going on. Things are rough. I mean, her daughter just had her 18th birthday, and that's a rough time for everyone. I mean, she wants to be with her kids, and she wants to expose these crimes that are going on with her case and all these crimes going on in all these dependency courts across the country. I can tell you, Danielle is a real freedom fighter because she has been very gracious to help me and many others like go through in detail our cases, and she's got the knack to find these things that are going on wrong, and I'm thankful for her as well. Just remember, record your conversations in jail. That's why I'm wondering, am I allowed to? Am I going to get in trouble when we do those video visits if I did tape it? Because I know if during the visit, if they knew about that, boom, they'd cut that off. I know one time, I forgot, I was like, oh, Danielle's on the phone. She could say hi to Chris. And they cut the visit because that was the third party. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Because when I used to do video visits in county, that was okay. My son would be here and he'd join the visit or whatever. It was just very random. But you meet a lot of interesting people along the way when you have to deal with people that are locked up, a lot of times you're going to find that these people are actually really nice and wonderful people, and they've been through some kind of living hell, and they also lost their kids. It's just amazing how many people I came across in jail and prison that have lost their kids. So is then that not peculiar to anybody? Does that raise the flags? Blah blah blah. Anyway, looks like we're riding them out, Florida Mom. We're probably my droning voice is putting everyone to sleep. No. Darren, how come he didn't show? I'm gonna show it myself. He's not showing off his little thing he made for me. Is that still a secret? The T-shirt thing. Where did I see it? I was showing my son earlier today, and it says the BBB because it's the big beautiful. How about big beautiful Brenda?
Big beautiful Brenda. That'd be great. That's what I should have said, huh? Big beautiful. That'd have been great. You know what? It is big beautiful Brenda, but that's not. BBB can be whatever you want. Absolutely. And Mary said happy birthday. I don't know if you heard her in the background, but she yelled you happy birthday.
No.
So
thank you very much.
So she's yelling it again now. So.
Darren, I'm trying to find that one text.
Happy birthday to the BBB, big beautiful Brenda.
I am so sorry I said that now.
Yeah, you're never gonna that's never gonna go away now. Big beautiful Brenda.
Now I'm really gonna have to lose some weight. Oh Lord.
Yeah, there's nothing big about you, Brenda, really, other than your attitude and your voice.
Oh, you're cracking me up. Oh.
Look at this, Brenda. I did this. I made these T-shirts.
Oh, okay, come on, show it off.
Oh, I'm gonna put you away for a second so you can see it. Hold on a second.
Okay. Shoot, he's gonna make me search for it. I gotta save it, I guess.
Did you see it, Brenda?
I got the one. Oh, here.
Did you see it?
Wait a minute. Oh, I missed it. I was looking down.
Well, hold on.
Do it. Oh my goodness. Now where are you getting this idea? I'm thinking it's gonna be something like this.
I make these.
That's what I'm trying to say. Show them this one you made.
Yeah, hold on. I'll put it up for you. Yeah, I'll put it up. Hold on.
I was showing my son. He was looking at it. He's like, and then I said, I told him the story behind the palm trees and the mountains. And I think, see, the mountains remind me of New Hampshire, and then you got the pine trees from Maine. To me, and then you got the Florida palm tree.
It's your picture.
I mean, what a drastic
whatever you want it to
right?
be.
You go from like snow, up to your chest, and then you go to somewhere that's just no snow. But it's kind of funny living in Louisiana this past year that we had snow way over here. There's kids that was playing outside. They never seen snow before in their life. That's crazy. I think my son is his fiance never seen it snow in Louisiana. I mean, she's seen snow. Oh, there it is. What does it say? And then you got to turn your head, guys. Don't underestimate a woman our government has stolen everything from. And that's just what my son was doing when he was like that. I swear to God, he's going.
Yeah, there it is. That's the BBB, Big Beautiful Brenda T-shirt.
Big Beautiful Bill coming to you.
Or Bob, yeah, whatever.
They like that little ditty. Didn't do it.
Yeah, well, there's a back to that T-shirt too. The ditty one that I made. It's borderline inappropriate, but it is what it is.
Well,
on the back it says or ditty, but also.
I was thinking of Diddy earlier today because I go to Walmart and I go to that clearance section and they had a
Yeah.
bunch of baby oil marked down. Swear to God.
That's
Right?
funny.
They can't sell baby oil now. He ruined that for everyone.
Yeah, he
And I
ruined baby oil
recommend,
for
I wouldn't even
everybody.
use baby oil. I'm like, oh, damn, I don't like the smell of that. No, thanks
Yeah,
you.
well, I tell you what, his baby oil was special. They were saying it was like $900 a bottle or something.
Oh, well,
That's
I
what his
guess
baby oil was worth.
ironically, he was using it on babies. So, that's sick enough. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine how many bottles did they find? 1,000?
man. I mean, I don't
How
know.
much
It's
does that
just
mean?
kind of hard to listen to that Allie Carter stories, man. But some people just
Yeah.
can't
Well,
listen to
that's
it.
the thing. Like I'll play those Allie Carter things on here, but I think a lot of people get offended to what she's like what she says, but unfortunately that's the truth of what's
Yeah,
been going on with her. Like that's her
yeah,
life. And the thing that burns me up is that everyone misses the fact that it's CPS that put her in that predicament. Like they bypass that whole thing, and the whole point of this whole entire story is the fact that CPS put her.
I'm sorry.
Like that's the part that gets out. Like they don't realize that hello, CPS sent Allie Carter to this predicament that she's been in. So this whole life that you're offended by is all done by your beautiful Child Protective Services.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
and
so-
now they gotta live in fear and like go from place to place because she knows too much, and that's what they do. If people know too much, they'll get rid of them one way or the other. They either throw them in jail or I mean, it's too bad. I didn't realize she was that old though. I was just seeing the thing where saying she was like 31. I didn't know she was that old.
No, is she really?
I don't know if that's true. Maybe we should Google that.
I thought she was only like 22 or something like that. I didn't realize.
Maybe I heard her wrong. Maybe she said.
Well, I mean, you are 60.
What?
First thing that starts going is your hearing, Brenda.
I don't know if they would even know Allie Carter.
With your AI?
Let's see. Yeah, I should do it in AI.
Little big beautiful boy.
There's some white lady that's named Allie Carter.
That's her mom. Or are you talking about that?
No, that's her. What's her mom's name?
Oh, geez,
Shelley.
Linda or
I think it's
something.
Shelley.
Ellie?
Shelley, like a sea
That name
shell.
is close to Linda.
Let me see. I'm going to talk to the AI again. Maybe I should say Ellie Carter.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, that Ellie Carter, the foster youth victim that has many horrible stories about CPS, how old is she?
Sorry, Chris. I couldn't find the age of Allie Carter.
Sorry, Chris.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you know who Allie Carter is? I said, do you know who Allie Carter is? That young lady?
I don't have info on Allie Carter, the foster youth victim. Story recent?
Her story's been going on for a long time.
Got it. Unfortunately, I'm
Yeah,
not.
she goes to Civil War.
Are there specific aspects of her story you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, what about
Yeah.
wait a minute. I heard that she was raped by Joe Biden. Did you hear about this?
Those are very serious allegations. I'm not aware of the situation, but it's important to approach topics like these with care and verify information from reliable sources.
Well, the information come from directly from Allie Carter.
Tell it,
I
Brenda.
understand you're concerned about this issue, but I don't have details on claims made by Allie Carter. Such allegations require careful investigation. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
No, thank you.
Wow, what a mean AI, Brenda. Those are very nice. Holy smokes.
Maybe I should ask them about if they know about my husband being in jail.
Yeah, boy.
I
Well,
bet you they don't know
better
that
be a
either.
reliable source.
Man.
Better be a reliable source, Brenda.
That's what I should say is
Mary
when
said that the government's trying to erase Allie Carter's name, so maybe that's why. Maybe that's why
what
the
was her
AI doesn't
mom's
know
name?
who she is.
Shelly something. What about okay? So that girl that does her stories, what is that? God, Sex, and Love.
Yeah, sex, love, and what is it?
Here I was
right?
just. Let me see. It has a little pink symbol on it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, isn't it sex, love, and God?
It's God, Sex, and Love. You see how it? I wonder if I could. You want me to send you a link? No.
Well, no, I have the thing. I'm trying to.
See it. It's GSI. Yeah, God, Sex, and Love. That's what it says on YouTube. She's doing something now. Is this live? No, this was really 13 hours ago. That was that. Her name is Miracle. That girl that does that show and plays Allie Carter stuff. And she's been acknowledging me every time I go in the chat too, because I ended up getting not Allie, but the Miracle girl, and I've been telling her about what happened with Chris, and then I had sent her emails, and she said forward my email to what do they call it? Allie's Army. It was Allie Army email, and so I emailed there. I did get some type of acknowledgement that they got my email, and she that was pretty cool. Because that's what I'm thinking when they're over there, and Allie Carter was in Florida also, and all that stuff. I mean, maybe they could have knowledge of how to find my kids. That's really the reason I'm reaching out. I'm telling you, because they want to save the children. This is their goal: save the children from this horrible.
Very clear that if you're trying to make use her as a way to get YouTube views or any of that stuff, that she'll get rid of you right away. She wants nothing to do with that. This is all about saving the kids for her. That's what her number one thing is, making sure that these kids get saved. And I think that it's very disheartening that everybody is missing her point. Like everybody's they're just like they're not paying attention to what her true story is and what's going on, and that's the fact that CPS is doing this to the freaking kids.
Yeah. That was and that Jaguar Wright, she was one that everybody thought at first that she was talking good about Allie and stuff like that, but it ends up she was some type of traitor, like you say, just trying to get some kind of benefit out of her misery. It's terrible. She read the affidavit on Fact Over Lies is saying her page was all the affidavits too. They facts that Allie has stated. So she's put out her affidavit right there on the channel, I guess.
Yeah, she has what she does says, and she has everything available for everybody to fact check. I believe fact check. I'm pretty sure that all of this stuff is right out there in the open for everybody to, go ahead and challenge her. If they need it, if they feel like she's lying and whatever. I think if Facts said that to you, right?
Yep. She's the one that got me hooked up with those emails, because she's on top of all this stuff all the time. And it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have got those emails. And that's what she's suggesting, like to get. I mean, there's some people that give you permission to like say we want to get more views,
I'm not free.
so for the
Let me
reason
phone
to
you go.
save the children, right? That's our goal. So if we can connect with somebody just with the same common goal and they're getting so many views, this could only help more of saving the children, or changing or bringing attention, or I don't know what we're trying to do. We're trying to get it. Like that's what I say. I think we got to get it to Trump. Period. Cash Patel. Maybe Dan Bongino. Who else we got in there? Whatever happened to this little actors thing that they made? That's something part of the White House. We got the Sylvester Stallone and those other ones. Can they be our heroes? And let's get the kids back. Let's go. That's right. It's okay. It is past 11. All right. Well, nobody else came on to say hi. Well, that's okay. But so I appreciate all the good well wishes and the beautiful songs. And thank you very much for tuning in. I think it was a good show. I miss coming on. If I don't get on with you, I feel lost without everybody. So keep up the good work and keep me informed on what's going on with your cases. I'm very interested. All right, you guys. This is Brenda Cameron, and I'm signing out. Have a good one. I don't know. I'm trying to leave. All right, guys. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
We live in a land paid for by blood, a country that was built up from sticks and mud. Our ancestors crossed 1,000 miles over the ocean, leaving behind a past that was negative emotion. When they first sighted land, they all jumped overboard and swam. They couldn't believe they were living in freedom. The government they once had didn't need them. It was tough during the first days, figuring this strange land. Many grouped together and started a plan. They knew they needed something to keep them in line. This is when they wrote the Constitution, man, it was divine. A bunch of men agreeing never lost their mind. They gave us all our freedom, one amendment at a time. And when they finished writing, 39 men had to sign. We have freedom, you can't take away. The Constitution guarantees that. So take your false authority and go the fuck away. The next 200 years came with a price. A bunch of men and women gave the ultimate sacrifice. They did it for the people alive today. You don't hear very many taking 3 times to say thank you, whoever you are, who gave your life, and for their families left on earth alone for their life. Thank you for your gift, the life that you gave. It lets us live as free men. Oh, glory we will wave. Now we are here in 2025, a year led by selfishness. It's no surprise the government is taking over. It's a friggin' mess. Our kids are being taken by people who must be diseased. Who the hell gave them that power? These actions need to cease. So listen up, you voted officials, we are here to say you need to pay attention to issues, because we aren't going away. We come bearing the Constitution, we'll recite it if we may. We the people is how it begins. The words that follow, you can fill them in, because they are true as they were meant to be. You taking our freedoms one at a time. No one's paying attention except for us reciting these lines. You don't get to take away the rights we were given. Taking away our children should get you in prison. I'm not messing around, it's no laughing matter. Give our children freedom or feel your teeth shatter. We are the ones who make the decisions. You lost track of your job, we're here to petition. This is your final chance. America doesn't need to fight a civil war. We just need you politicians to hit the door. So do the right thing and leave this city of Washington, or turn things around, give us something to fall again. Give us back our children, not one at a time. We all want them back home on 49.
Bring back Brenda. She is fighting for justice for her family. Her husband wrongfully imprisoned. Her children stolen by CPS. She fights day in and out for them. No CPS, free her husband. It's her birthday. It's her birthday. Bring back Brenda. She is fighting for justice for her family.